today, the first half of Arctic Frontiers has been a lot about climate change. Yet, I had a conversation with Stephen Stocker, the moderator, and he said that climate change has become such a big part of how the rest of the world view the Arctic that it almost overshadows all the other important Arctic issues. Your thoughts on that?
I think it's quite natural that it overshadows. I mean, the impact of global warming is so serious in the Arctic. I mean, and the UN report from last fall on 1.5 degrees, it shows that the difference with 1.5 and 2 degrees, with 2 degrees, we risk losing the polar ice every 10th year, which is so.
It's dramatic.
It is so dramatic, the story. So it's a good thing.
Yes.
If this is a driver for combating climate change. But on the other hand, we also have to remember that people live here.
Yes.
So this conference is important to talk about the smart Arctic, also both on how Arctic communities can be in front of showing the solutions that we need, but also how Arctic communities must adapt for the changes that we will see, even though we manage to combat climate change, that we must do. Still, there's the dramatic changes that are happening here.
Yes. So, as a minister responsible for climate policy in Norway, do you see technology as a very important part of becoming a smart Arctic? Or is it a broader picture?
Well, it must be. I mean, what the UN report shows also to keep the world on 1.5 degrees is that we have to move forward. This is not about going home and turning off the light. It's about having innovation, having an economic development, and create that economy that we need for a zero-emission economy. And it needs to happen fast. I mean, the next 10, 12 years are crucial to be able to reach the goal. So technology is definitely a central part of the future world that we need.
So we need to look at the way we behave, but even more importantly, the society needs to look at how it interacts.
Yes.
How do you see the challenge and opportunity in working internationally with climate policy and in the Arctic in particular? Is there a good rapport between you and your counterparts on climate policy and the Arctic?
Well, everyone knows the world has to do much more, and it has to be done much faster than the tracks we are on today.
Yes.
So the magnitude of what we need to achieve cannot be underestimated. It is enormous. But
international.
And international. It affects everyone. And that's also part of the interest of the Arctic now, the understanding that what happens in the Arctic affects everywhere else in the world, and the opposite. I mean, we have a small world that we have to take care of. But then at the same time, we also have to look at, it cannot be just the gloom and doom. We have to look at the opportunities that it is through making these changes, through achieving the goals. That's also how we make a better society, make these smart Arctic, the smart cities, the smart communities, to be the groundwork for the communities that we have in the future. And a good part of the Arctic also, we have a good cooperation.
Yes.
Through the Arctic Council, so it's also
in the circumpolar area.
Yeah, the circumpolar area. So there's a lot of the base of what we do in the Arctic is a lot of that can be learned from, and we have a good base to also to reach our goals.
So the scene is set for a good collaboration.
The scene is set for good collaboration. There's no doubt that a lot will happen. But the big question, do we manage to make it fast enough? That is the political responsibility, that we have to make sure that this happens fast enough.
Takes a lot of work. Minister, we know you had a central role in Katowice. We thank you for the job you did, and thank you for coming to Arctic Talks.
Thank you.